What is going on, guys? It's Camillo. So we only have a few more days until WWDC. It's a conference where they invite a bunch of app developers to come in and they hold workshops. At the beginning of this conference, Apple holds a keynote where they show off new software, possibly new hardware. Usually it's Mac laptops. When I first started this channel, I was doing a lot of Apple unboxings, and I was talking about a lot of smart home tech, and I really want to start getting into making more of those videos. So in addition to all the Nintendo content I'll be creating these types of videos, I want to say once a week, but it might end up turning to every once in a while, just depending on how much news there is available. But since next week is WWDC, this is a great time to look at some rumors flying around. And if you didn't already know, Apple pretty much owns my soul, so they could pretty much come out with anything, and I'll probably buy it. So I'm right here on the main webpage for WWDC. This is where you can watch the keynote on June 5th. So let's go to... I always start with Mac rumors. So let's go to WWDC 2017. And then, so the things expected. Probably iOS 11, new Mac OS version, that's usually there. watchOS 4, really excited for that. Siri Speaker. I'd heard that Apple was going to do something like a Siri Speaker to compete with Amazon Alexa. Alexa, no one's talking to you.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Alexa, you're getting replaced.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Alexa doesn't know that, apparently. Let's look at stuff about this Siri Speaker. I want to learn more about this. Bloomberg seems reliable. Apple is manufacturing a Siri Speaker to outdo Google and Amazon. Ooh. Introducing a speaker would serve two main purposes: providing a hub to automate appliances and lights via Apple's HomeKit system. So basically, if it was a Siri Speaker, it would work with all of your HomeKit devices. None of my smart home stuff really works with HomeKit, so... Apple, what are you doing? My LifeX bulbs, they don't work with Siri yet. Apple reportedly begins production of its Siri Speaker. It might be announced at WWDC on June 5th. Insiders say, but just don't expect to buy one right away. That's what they're all saying. It's not going to be available right away. If the speaker does launch at WWDC, the show could be very hardware-centric. Already reports of possible Mac updates. That's what I'm kind of excited for, because I'm looking into buying a new computer, but I hate buying a computer and then Apple freaking releases a new one like a week or two afterwards. So I was waiting. A slew of MacBook updates next month. Okay, they're going to upgrade the 12-inch MacBook and the MacBook Pro line. Good. Think MacBook Pro, 12-inch MacBook, they were updated at the end of last year. What processor are we going to get? We're going to get maybe Kaby Lake processors. Little to no external changes. Faster Intel chip. Very good. The overall refresh would serve as a response to rumors alleging that Apple has put Mac development on the back burner. It also follows recent comments at senior Apple management a few months ago when they explained new models for its Pro desktops to its iMacs. Very important to the company. Yeah, they really haven't, they've been paying more attention to their laptops and not really their desktops. Like, they made the Mac Pro, I think the last version was in 2013. They really haven't updated it since. Okay, now let's move on over to software. Let's talk about iOS 11 and watchOS 4. As always, June preview at WWDC. Developers get an update, or developer builds, and we'll get it in fall when the new iPhone, the iPhone 8 comes out, or whatever it's going to be called. I don't know. Usually, we don't get to see iPhone stuff at WWDC. That's usually held off for the fall. Ooh, Apple could be planning to implement group FaceTime capabilities for the first time, bringing its FaceTime video service in line with Skype. Well, it's about time. I mean, Skype has said group video calling forever. Major Siri updates. Siri needs to get smarter. Alexa just blows it out of the water, and the Google Now Assistant, much smarter.
For National Spelling Bee Week, Google published a state-by-state map of the words people most often ask how to spell. NPR reports California and New York search for how to spell the word.
One things I have seen swirling around is possibly bringing some of those iPad Pro features into the bigger iPhones, like the multitasking where you can split apps down the screen. I think you'd have a good amount of space on both sides of your iPhone if you want to run apps side by side. because I think some Android phones already do that. This also gets me thinking, like, how far are they going to take this numbering system? Because we're at iOS 10, but like, are they just going to keep going and going up? Oh, and then we have iOS 76 or iOS 100. I don't know. Ooh, dark mode. That would be pretty nice. I think, yeah, the Mac has dark mode. Why doesn't the iPhone have dark mode? How can Apple put the Pro back in iPad Pro? What's this? Multi-user login. That'd be pretty nice. iPad has not done that yet. We're still stuck on one user. 3D Touch on iPad, I think that's gonna come eventually, but I don't think we've ever had an iPad hardware announcement at WWDC. That's usually, they do that in October, I think. Okay, next. Okay, so mostly I'm just seeing the group FaceTime, 3D Touch in Control Center, possibly iPads, and is that pretty much it? Dark mode. I mean, I feel like iOS is really refined at this point, so there isn't that much they can add. Let's go over to watchOS 4. Really excited for that. watchOS 4, rumor roundup, everything you need to know. An always on option. I know a lot of people want this, but I feel like that's really going to kill your battery life. Like, my watch is pretty responsive. Like, you pull it up and the time goes on. More Apple Watch faces. New activities. Yeah, I could see that coming. They always add. I think with watchOS 3, they added like all the swim workouts because the Apple Watch became swim proof. Will Siri work offline? And will it actually talk to me? That is one thing about the Apple Watch. It doesn't talk back to you, but I don't really see the need for it. It's like on your wrist. You can just look at your screen. Okay, what's your wish list? Notes app, podcast app, proactive, complications. These are just like your wishes. Rumors. I want some juicy rumors in here. Okay, new activity tracking, new health tracking, sleep tracking. Please put this in. I mean, I know there are some like third-party apps that'll let you do sleep tracking, but like Apple hasn't like addressed this specifically yet. Multiple devices. You can now automatically unlock your Mac, your Apple Watch. How about your new iPhone and iPad? But it's not like you walk. Well, my camera overheated, so let's keep going. Okay, so I'm not finding that much on watchOS 4. Basically, sleep tracking, always on display. I don't see that happening. And better battery life, make Siri better, all of like the basic things. But I'm like pretty happy with my Apple Watch right now. It could be just tweaked a little bit to make it a little bit better, but any big enhancement will probably come from Apple Watch Series 3 if that comes out. I don't think that will come out in the fall because Apple's on this weird like 1.5 year cycle with the Apple Watch. So the most exciting thing about WWDC is you get to see what's new, what's upcoming for Apple. And when you do see like the new software features, that kind of gives you hints onto what the hardware is going to look like in the fall. So I'm really excited. Awesome time of year. WWDC's next week, E3's right after that. I think Google had their press conference like a week, 2 weeks ago, Google I/O. If you like this video, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button down below. I love smart tech. I love getting new technology that makes my life easier and better. Okay, I guess I will see you guys in the next video. Camillo, out. These games are some of my most favorite games of all time. I'm combining them because they're kind of like really similar. Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. These games are pure perfection.